What's going on, everybody? It is Coach Greg Adams back in here with another YouTube live stream. Shout out to the Coach Gang.
And that's you.
For being in here, being involved, and being active on this YouTube channel. Well, welcome back to Wednesday's Facts Over Feelings live stream, where we get the Mickey Ficky facts and we don't give a fuck about your feelings. You in here with the Bruce Wayne of this ish, the King of Kings, the King of Content, and the Speaker of Truth, yours truly, the Notorious one, aka Mr. Coach Alini, better known as the Prognosticator, Coach Stradamus. And you're in the Desert Storm bunker with none other than EWF. That is every woman's fantasy. But you can call me CGA, C God Allah, and I'll be the 12-time demonetized champion of YouTube. Let me wipe. I'm a little greasy right now. Anyway, we got a great show for you lined up today. Today's show, why 304 life is trending on TikTok and why women want to be a 304. Perhaps women are researching their 304 ways, and we got some evidence of that later on in today's show. Why 304 life is trending. We also have a woman, a mother, who loses her shit after the father is awarded custody of their older kids and she can no longer play baby mama terrorist. We also have a dad who pays his child support directly to his daughter and not to the mama.
Gotcha, bitch.
All right, and much, much more. And we have a neurotic blonde white woman, all right, that we need to show you. Oh, man. Her name is Savannah, and she says, we are all effed up. All right. Oh, boy. Wait till you see Savannah.
Oh, the humanity.
And all of that, but to contribute to today's show, $ the Notorious CGA on the Cash App, Venmo, Coach Greg Adams TV. PayPal is paypal.me/Coach Greg Adams, and that is near the top of the description box on the Free Agent Lifestyle channel. And you can super chat by clicking the link on the top of the live chat. New world on the Free Agent Lifestyle channel. All right, how we doing, man? We got a great show for you lined up today. Howdy doody time. It's howdy doody time. It's howdy doody time. All right, for you young bucks out there, you don't know who howdy doody is. But let me go ahead and check if they can update my, okay. All right, I'm updating myself on the PayPal. All right, are there any updates? You know, it's early. I don't think anybody's contributed to this early. All right, let me see here. Oh, somebody did. It's Snap Tech Fix. He says, Brother Dim Day was not going to be recorded. Had me rolling. He says women try to do this all the time and know the whole time they're not the main chick. This behavior is despicable. Shaking my damn head. Free Agent Lifestyle for life. When you know you're not the main chick, you should not be recording. All right, you should not be recording. And if you know you got a player, you know, it's a typical move. It's a passive aggressive soft move to see where they stand in the relationship. All right, yeah, definitely. All right, so be careful out there, my brothers. All right, be careful out there if you got side chicks. Side chick action. Shout out to Preston said, wait a minute. This says yesterday. What's going on here? Right, this says yesterday. Preston, when men want this, they say he's using her. Oh, that was at the end of the show. So I'm looking at the Cash App. They definitely got the time wrong. All right, the times were all wrong on the Cash App. All right, it's saying the Cash Apps came in yesterday, but it definitely was today. I don't know what happened with the Cash App, but it says yesterday. But he was talking about when men want ethically non-monogamous relationships, or they want physicality only. Oh, you're using me. All right, yeah, it's tough out there. All right, anyway. Okay, all right. All right, what are we doing here? We got a great show for you lined up. Let's get into it. We have no ladies. We're going to get right into Straggle and Sniggle Theater. Let's go.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me. You can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky. Come get high with me. That's a deal, right?
Straggle and Sniggle Theater, yes. Jumping right into the show. All right, not playing around. All right, we're going to take a look at this, man. Look at this ninja right here. His daughter's caught daddy all happy. All right, get him daddy season. He said, well, not get him daddy season, but the daughter caught daddy super duper happy. Let me see if I can pop this on the screen. There it is right there. Daddy got money in the bank. He got money in his wallet. Look at that.
I'm rich, man.
Look at all that bread. Some of it looks fake, but he got bread. Let's see how his daughters react to daddy getting that bread.
Daddy got that money since he got out that child support. Woo, that's nice. Woo, my daddy got that money since he got out that child support. Woo, that's nice.
Look at this ninja.
Niggas always gotta show they teeth.
Hey man, getting off child support is definitely a cheat code, and the daughters know no more child support, no more baby mama terrorist funding. All right, no more funding baby mama terrorists, and they can stack some bread. All right, you can stack.
Niggas always gotta show they teeth.
He says, send it to your mama. Ooh, you evil ninja. Oh,
Straight jacket.
look at him. This ninja out there grinning and chinning. All right, talking about send it to your mama, because he know mama gonna be pissed. She ain't got no more child support. All right, when you get off that child support, ninja, you be chinning and cheesing and grinning.
Niggas always gotta show
Child
they
support
teeth.
can't jack you.
Straight jacket.
All right, look at him, man. This brother right there. Shout out to the brother when you ain't got no more child support in your pockets. Child support is an evil organization. Yes, it is. Baby mama terrorist funded organization. The child support system. All right, they are evil individuals. But look at them, man. Hey, your bread can stack that $1,000 a month. All right. Some men paying $2,000 a month. That money is stacking. You ain't gonna get richer faster than getting off child support, man. I tell you, man. All right, you get 30, 35, 40, 45, and you ain't got to pay no more child support. Ninja, you be at the bank.
I'm rich,
All right, man. Yeah, shout out to that dad out there. Let's give him a victory lap for that father out there, man. Getting off that child support, and the kid knew it. The kid knew it. This ninja going straight to the junior college.
I got money.
He got big head hundreds. All right. The daughter don't know where that money about to go. All right. That some binds about to get fixed. He about to be doing knee deep into JUCO. All right. Yes, he is. And the daughter about to get a new pair of shoes. All right. The JUCO about to get half their rent paid. All right.
Your rent's due, motherfucker.
And the daughter's going to get a new pair of shoes. Shout out to daddy. Big head hundreds only around here.
I got money.
Big head hundreds. All right, speaking of child support, this guy right here, apparently people are all pissed off. I can't wait to go to the comment section on this one. It says, father strikes controversy after giving his daughter $500 in cash instead of paying her mom child support. Okay, she will never need another man. Okay, we got daddy simp shit going on right here. All right, daddy simp. Oh, he's stacking. Look at another ninjas out there stacking that bread. All right, shout out to him.
I got money.
Look at him. Oh, man, why do ninjas run around with all that cash like this? All right, y'all crazy running around with all that cash. And look at this right here. She will never need another man. Daddy simp. All right, so let's see what happens there. Apparently, there's a video.
I'm gonna set 500.
That's 500. Put it in
Look. Yeah, you got enough for the child support. All right, so give stepmama a hug, or get a JUCO a hug too. So yeah, man. Here's the thing, man. You better check with your local state laws on this one, because yeah, you might be ordered to pay child support, and if you're ordered to pay child support through the criminal organization that is the child support system, all right, they will still expect their money. All right, that doesn't count for child support. That's a gift. All right, so that's called a gift. Just so you guys know, that's called a gift. All right, the daughter is not going to be able to say, "Oh, I got my child support." Okay, thank you. Can you give them credit for child support? They're gonna be like, "Nope." All right, so do not think that that's going to cover the cost. Now, if he is not on the child support system, which could be possible, because if you are a hustler, meaning that you don't make money do W-2, it's hard for the mother to put you on child support. So as a result, he probably doesn't make much money on paper, and then that way he's self-employed or whatever he does. And in that way, the mother can't put him on child support like she wants to. She probably went up in the courtroom. It was like, he makes money under the table. All right, but you got to bring the table in that he makes money under. What table do I make money under? Okay, you didn't bring it in. So that's hearsay testimony. You have no evidence that I make money under any table. All right, so he probably frustrating the hell out of the mama, because the mama can't get that much money off of him in child support bread. So now he's running around giving the daughter the money, and then she's like, show that to your mama. Show that to your mama. Make mama gonna steal it.
Jacket.
Mama gonna steal it. So that's the only sad part about it. If she's going to mama's house, mama definitely gonna steal that bread. All right, because the kid can't stand up for herself. I believe it's a daughter. The kid can't stand up for herself, and she still has an internal fear, and is conflicted. So the mama's gonna steal the money no matter what. All right, that crazy baby mama terrorist.
Yeah, bitch.
All right, so she already swiped all the money out the bank account and any savings that he or she has. So shout out to the guy, but why didn't they just running around with all that money in they lap like that? Like y'all trying to get hit.
Straight jacket.
All right, y'all trying to get hit. So put that in a nice little account, a little 503B or something like that, an investment account for this kid. Give that kid a future. Don't do the daddy cent move. All right, let me see right here. Oh, I guess this the guy. The guy right here says this. He did have a comment here. He says, I provide for my daughter. That's all y'all need to know. Me and her mother did not work out. And some things in the past lead me to putting the money in my baby girl's hands instead. Yep, the mother fumbles the bag. I mean, that's pretty much it. He says, but I will not publicly disrespect the mother of my child. Y'all are tripping hard. Shout out to you right there. Really? I suppose. I mean, you don't want to put the video out, my man. All right, you didn't publicly disrespect your baby mama terrorist? I think I beg to differ. All right, the only females mad are the ones who use their child support for the wrong reasons. Facts. All right, yes, they do.
Gotcha, bitch.
Child support for the wrong reasons. Criminals, they are, I say. This guy's right. Court gonna still say he owe. Yeah, that's the sad part about it. All right, court gonna still say he owes. And the last one, look at this. Look at this. This is the baby mama terrorist. What about rent, which keeps a roof over her head? Ma'am, if you want a roof over your head, let the kid stay with the dad. But the baby mama terrorist won't let her do it. All right, so if you're concerned about rent, me paying rent, I know people want to include that in child support, but that's your job. You got to get a job, you bitch.
Gotcha, bitch.
Go get a job. Or if you can't put a roof over the kid's head, send the kid to the dad's house. He obviously can have a roof. And it says, what about the light bill? So she wants to be in the dark. What do you mean, what about the light bill? Again, these seem like situations where women won't leave the child. So now they got the child and they're like, but what about the rent and the light bill and the groceries? Send the kid with the father. Send the kid with the father, you goof ass.
Yeah,
Groceries that keep her from not being hungry. Gas that keeps her warm and gives her hot water. Wi-Fi bill so she can watch TV. What about fingernail polish and nails and for the mama, by the way? What about all these trips and handbags and nails and stupid shit that y'all buy? Y'all not buying no internet. What about the Wi-Fi bill? Y'all not buying no internet. Bitches, y'all still be broke at the end of the month.
Get it through your thick skull that I'm broke.
That's what you supposed to cover, you goofy. Plus all the other things that we as single parents have to take care of on a daily basis. Okay, you volunteered to be a single parent. How about you give the custody over to the father so you don't have to pay that? And bitch, you can go get a job.
Yeah, bitch.
Go get a job. Right? Y'all still be short on the month. All right, you don't lose child support for this. These people are crazy. What else does she have to say? Yes, it's called child support to help support all the kids' needs, not just material things, but the things that they need on a daily basis. Ooh, she got ratioed. They went in on her neck. All right, look, 29 likes, 150 replies. Oops. All right, I guess that didn't go over too well. All right, I wonder what the reply says. I'm going to check out a couple of replies. If the man gave this child, I think it says this. If the man gave this child this, what makes you think he won't take care of the food, clothing, and medical expenses? All right. That's your job. I agree. Nope. That's what child support is for. All right. No, that's what custody is for. She'll need a 2-bedroom instead of a 1. How about you? Look, they never give up custody. The one thing you'll see is these broads will never give up custody. I guarantee you the father wants custody of that daughter. He don't want to just drop off money to that daughter. They never give up custody. I need a 2-bedroom. I need utilities. I need a security gate. I need an extra bed. Okay, why don't you live in a fucking studio? I wonder if she got ratioed. She needs to go to work and do all of that right here. All right, look, as a parent, that's our job to provide those things. Child support is for the child. Facts. not for the rent. I know people want to throw that in there, living expenses and bills. No, bitch. That's what your job is for, you goofy broad.
Gotcha, bitch.
Unbelievable. But y'all men aren't taking care of two people, just yourself. Again, ma'am, we're gonna prove this wrong. We're gonna prove these straggles wrong. Men want custody of their kids, but it's the women that fight the man for custody. And then when they fight the man for custody, then they be like, but I need 2 bedrooms, I need 2 beds, Wi-Fi, electricity, I need rent. Give up custody. Give up custody. Bottom freaking line. Anyway, that's Straggle and Sniggle Theater. Unbelievable, these bird head broads.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right?
Give up custody of your kid and stop holding your kids hostage from their fathers. Dear mama, lady, dear mama. All right, Tupac's mama dragged that ninja all around the country to try to avoid the dad being a part of the, oh my goodness. And he made a song for this woman. Shout out to no government name, BH. That's what we call you, man. That's what we call you, brother. Appreciate you for being here again and again. All right, showing men how to support men. All right. Drag them all around and then only for her to die like crazy, go to prison, and then this ninja gets shot. Abel says, hey, coach, I think when it comes to the black mother-in-law, the white daughter-in-law regarding the car seating, I remember that. It just comes down to manners. They are both trashy, but all that could have been avoided by politeness. It's the grease that smooths the machines of the world, indeed. And that mama jumped right on herself like, I know you ain't in the front seat. I tell you, she don't like that woman. She didn't like the white woman. They probably already been beefing. All right. And so she came up, excuse me, I know you ain't got no man. No. It's like, honey, let me tell you, baby. All right, baby, I would love to ride in the front seat. You know, my arthritis is acting up. So, you know, I like to be in the front with my son. And he said, my mama told you to be in that front. All right, what do we got coming up next? It's an evil world we live in. Oh, okay. All right.
It's an evil world we live in.
We breezing through this show. All right, here we go right here. It's an evil world we live in. All right, let's take a look at this right here. What's happening in this world? This says right here. All right, I'm used to pressing a different button to get to these videos, but now I got to press some other button. What's happening in this world today? This guy looks familiar. His name is, that's John Kennedy. I think that's John Kennedy here. He's a senator, I believe, in the United States Senate. And it's not that John Kennedy. All right, not that Senator Kennedy, former president, but I think his name is John Kennedy. He's a funny individual, old foghorn, leghorn ass ninja. All right, but he don't take no ish. He one of the good old boys, just the good old boys, never meaning no harm. All right, apparently they had some sort of Senate hearing on Transformers, and these Transformers that can have babies out here. All right, I guess Transformers get.
I'm Pepe.
His name is Robert Kennedy. I thought I called him John. No, that's not that Robert Kennedy. I think his name is. It could be Robert Kennedy. I don't know. But anyway, I tell you, I say, where's Robert Kennedy? Where's Mr. Senator Kennedy from? Senator Kennedy. Mike, is that? No, wait. Yeah, his name is John Kennedy. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, John Kennedy. He is from Louisiana. Foghorn, leghorn ass ninja. Where's his goddamn seersucker suit ass ninja? All right. Apparently some Transformers were being featured here, I suppose. And these people, these psychologists, these psychiatrists were saying Transformer women can have babies. All right. And he went ballistic. Let's go ahead and show you what happened here playing the video.
Sir, you say men can get pregnant?
Of course they can.
Are you qualified to be here?
Yes, I have a degree, Senator, sir.
What kind of degree? Like on a thermometer?
It's all fun and games until your son comes home pregnant.
How exactly does a man get pregnant?
Is that a serious question?
Oh, the humanity.
Maybe Dr. Pushhard can answer that one. She's sitting right there.
Delivering more than a promise.
How does a man get pregnant?
It's called rearing a child.
Are you sure?
With all due respect, sir, I'm the expert here.
I'm confused.
This got to be an AI.
What hole does the baby come out?
They're called rectal births or butt babies.
This got to be AI. This got to be AI.
Professor, you say men can get pregnant.
Of course they can.
Are you qualified to be here?
Yes, I have a degree, Senator, sir.
Nah, this ain't real. This ain't real. All right, this ain't real at all. Oh my God, I was about to say, we in trouble here, man. Yo, what babies? All right, I don't want no. I don't want no. What the hell? Hey, Paul. Hey, what?
Hey, yo, chill, son. Hey, yo.
All right, man. Okay. All right. This is the evil world we live in. Speaking of custody,
evil world we live in.
We were talking about custody not that long ago. Check a look at this video here. Let me see if I can get it lined up. 2 minutes and 49-second mark. I want to do it here. Any of you guys want custody cases, court? I'm going to show you what happens in these criminal court systems called the family law court. Here it is right here. You got the dad right here. He's going to be the bearded individual in the purple shirt. The pog down at the bottom, you see her right there. Woo-wee. Oh my goodness, man. That's not the baby mama, but that's a big bag for sure. Look at that.
Big bag, big bag, big bag, big bag.
I guarantee you she smelled like sweat or wet chicken. All right. She smelled like outside. Her hair smelled like outside. Everything smells like outside. Her breath probably hot as a mug. All right, listen. Oh, man. All right, that, I believe, is the court clerk. All right, that's the court clerk right there. I don't think that's the baby mama right there. Woo-wee. I bet you she was skinny when she started that job. All right, somebody gonna. She smelled like a wet dog. A wet chicken. She definitely smelled like a wet chicken. All right, she smelled like the palm of her hands. All right, here we go right here. And there's the corrupt court system right there. You see it right there. The family court system. When you in there, man, they just basically kangaroo court. This is just a charade. It's a facade. That's what it is in there. All right, here we go right here. Let's see here about a custody. It says mom explodes after finding out the kids choose to live with the father. I think mom's going to pop up in this Zoom call here in a second. Let's play the video.
Samantha Sewell present on audio.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Good morning to both of you. On audio?
Yes, Your Honor.
Where's she at?
Good morning to both of you.
Morning.
Since we're last in court, Ms. Pratt has conducted a custody parenting time investigation, which included an interview of all three of your children.
Oh, terrible. I just went through that. I just went through a custody parent time evaluation where they got these people. They basically interview whatever kid is involved and both the parents. Dude, they gave me a packet this thick. All right, that packet basically took me out of ever being called a baby. What did they call them? A deadbeat dad. All right, that packet was a thorough investigation on how she tried to fuck me over on custody for years. All right, and so forever with that document, I forever, all right, will never be considered a deadbeat daddy. She got fucked over here, and I won custody. Yes, I did. Yes. All right. I won custody. She came out looking shitty at the end of that. So these custody investigations, guys, they cost you about $1,000, $1,500. Close to about $1,500 for the custody investigation. These courts are just making money from these baby mama terrorists. All right. That's what they do because these women can give up custody and go live their horrible, broke ass life, but they can't. So they got to be codependent with the kids and scrape all the money away from the father via child support when the kids want to live with their daddy. All right, let's see if the baby mama terrorist pops up here.
Ms. Pratt has made a recommendation. Have both of you received a copy of Ms. Pratt's recommendation?
Yes,
I
Your Honor.
have.
Okay. And the two of you have conferred with Ms. Brower this morning. And the court would note, Ms. Brower, maybe a mistake, but there appears to be an outstanding motion, a motion filed by defendant mother to modify custody.
There's the mama. All right, so look at the baby mama terror, bitch. You know what? So the woman, the big back down there. All right, she's the custody. I guess she's the custody investigator. But look at the mama. Look at the mama. Look. Bitter. Look at these bitter broads. Look at these bitter face broads, man. It's not fair. All right, bitch, you don't own the kids. Hey, ladies, if you're watching me for the first time, remember this. I'm going to go up screen. You don't own the fucking kids, you bitter bro. You don't own the kids. The kids need a better life with the dad. You can't give them a better life. You can't even come up with rent and Wi-Fi money without the daddy, without getting in his pockets. All right, what makes you think you're a better parent? You're a horrible, matter of fact, you're a deadbeat mama if you can't come up with rent and Wi-Fi yourself. Fucking deadbeat. All right, you can't get a 2-bedroom apartment. All right, you can't even get a 2-bedroom apartment, and you out here got a swagger jack, a whole daddy out here for some Wi-Fi money.
Straight jacket.
Look at her. She out here. She just mad. Oh, let's see if she gonna throw a tantrum here. All right, these baby mama terrorists need to be put. Yeah, they need to be.
I don't know if that needs to be addressed in this recommendation, but in any event, the recommendation, Mr. X, and there's Ms. Sewell. Good morning. The recommendation is that the front of the court recommendation, Mr. Pratt, dated August 13th, 2024, be adopted. Specifically, mother's spending time with Cadence and Isabel shall be every other weekend, Friday at 4:30 to Monday to school during the school year, during the summers, week on, week off, with the change that Sundays at 6 o'clock. Mother's spending time with London shall be reasonable and liberal.
Ooh.
Further,
Gotcha, bitch.
Look at reasonable or liberal. Mom's parenting time should be reasonable or liberal. Wow. Damn.
Gotcha, bitch.
Look at her. She freaking out. You didn't read the report? Goof ass bro.
so that the outstanding parenting time complaints filed with front of the court through July 8th be dismissed. It's also known that both parties have provided the court with essays.
Wait.
That the outstanding parenting time complaints filed with front of the court through July 8th be dismissed.
All right, so she must have filed for some. Oh, you owe me parenting time. Nope. Dismissed.
It's also known that both parties have provided the court with essays, what they've learned for their high conflict solutions workshop.
Oops. Damn.
The court appreciates both you taking that program.
That's cold.
Hopefully it was beneficial. I'm not, the court does not order the completion of that class if it's a waste of time.
It's a waste of time. She's still bitter. She's still bitter. It was a waste of time. So basically what they said, I know you guys heard it. I had a high conflict divorce, right? And it lasted a full decade afterwards, a decade, 12 years after. And I wasn't causing the conflict. I was just trying to be a parent. So they made them go do a high conflict resolution, whatever kind of counseling they went to. All right. It was a workshop, high conflict resolution workshop. And guess what? Guess who's still bitter? And it was a waste of time because she's the one still bitter. All right. He seems to be okay with it. And he came up with the dough to fight for his kids. Isn't that what women want? They don't fight for their kids. And there he is fighting for his kids. Guys, this is what fighting for your kids look like. It's a disgrace. This is a whole disgrace out here. And then they got you going to workshops, wasting your time, where she probably said, they probably was like, hey, man, y'all need to figure this out for the betterment of the kids. And you see who's the one upset, the baby mama terrorist.
So I hope that there was some value in that class for both of you to make life easier for each of you.
You're going to find out if it works.
Right. So, Ms. Sewell, do you understand the recommendation?
I do understand it. I understand what's wrote. I don't understand how we got here.
Okay. So you disagree with the recommendation?
Absolutely.
You understand.
How we got there is we have an independent, experienced front of the court facilitator.
I personally feel like she's
interviewed your children. So your children are 16, 14, 13. This is not like
damn, that's crazy.
A 6-year-old. So
the judge is trying to ma'am, your kids is 16, 14, and 13. Y'all done wasted your kids' future money, fucked them up in school, went to these workshops, and you still a bitter broad. The judge about to tell her, bro, these kids ain't 6. They're old enough to decide where they want to live, and you a bitter broad. They're 16, 14, and 13. Go live your life. Go live in your hovel. Go live your fucked up existence at the end of this, and stop terrorizing these kids and using the child support against the father. They want to live with dad. And she don't give a rat's ass. By the way, if there's any males in this one, I mean, the female kids are probably already fucked up, just to let you know by this one. But if there's any male children, she's basically demonstrating, let me go full screen. She's basically demonstrating that she's not willing to listen to that male and get that male to become a man. She wants that male to become a child. Now that adolescent male is going to be stunted. She's not letting that kid be a man. All right, and make decisions. She's stepping in front of it, trying to be, no, you can't go with your dad, no. Because I said, yo.
Much more weight to be given on the thoughts and input of the children. I can guarantee you that, Masul. So maybe you should ask yourself these questions.
Oops.
Because obviously this is what the children want.
Gotcha, bitch. The children would always choose ice cream over broccoli, and that's what's happening right here. I serve my children broccoli. He chooses to serve them ice cream. Children will always choose ice cream over broccoli.
What that mean?
And it's all Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way, yeah.
Oh, the humanity.
Silence, you fool. I always tell these, man, just be quiet, you goof ass.
Shut your bitch ass up.
All right, Jesus. Okay, that's what, and guess what? This is why she shouldn't be the mother of the kids. All right, this is why she should be mother of the kids. Oh my God.
There are serious concerns within this case that have not been addressed.
What?
And unfortunately, it's so sickening and disturbing this case that the outcome of this recommendation is me dropping out. I don't wish to continue this anymore.
Oh.
My children have been failing educationally for years. And
they've been failing educationally for years, yet you had custody. I mean, you just gonna give up now. I'll drop out. Okay, no, baby, you gonna owe child support. All right, you owe him child support for all them babies. I quit, she says.
And he's the one in charge of getting them to school, taking them to school. What? He's been charged with truancy charges. My son has dropped out of school. My children are depressed, suicidal, on medication.
What do I tell you about these baby mama terrorists? They're the ones shuffling these kids, peddling them therapy and medication. All right, they're suicidal. They always use this, man. Bro, they always use this. They want to kill themselves. They don't like being here. They need medication. My children, I need them. They gotta jump and hurt themselves. They're gonna do something to themselves. They just need medication. They're deletocidal. They're self-deletocidal. They use the same bullshit. They're dropping out of school. They don't want to be there. And he's serving them ice cream. Please go on, ma'am. This is great TV.
And all absence of their mother, but yes, continue the same path for them. Everybody agreed that something different needed to be done, and choosing the same sickening and despair life for them is enough for me to decide that continue on and do that. My son is now dropped out of school. There's no changing that. My daughter had a 1.3 grade average last year. I have went to court every single year fighting to know knowledge about my kids, fighting to be present for my kids, fighting for my kids to attend birthday parties, fighting for my kids to attend funerals. I've had to go to court to know my kids' education.
She crashing out. She lying. Hey, look, just so you guys know, this woman conducted a wow, look at this meathead. All right, that is a meathead right there, bro. Woo, wait. All right, that's a chubby girl. All right, shout out to her. Look at that head. Remember I was talking about meatheads? That meathead is meaty. All right, here we go right there. What was I gonna say? I forgot. Oh, this woman's done a custody investigation. She lying. I can't wait to hear from that meathead.
No, they're therapists. I've had to go to court to have you tell him that he had to keep them in school so he wouldn't take them out for acting classes.
Perhaps if you wasn't running to court every week, your kids probably wouldn't have dropped out of school. All right, but
had to go to court for all these things and nothing has been done. So now my children, 13, 15, and
Bye.
16 years old, are on medication,
You-
failing classes, depressed, suicidal, sexual activity,
Oh,
talking to men online,
what?
absolute disgust. All, and he won't do anything about it. I'm not allowed to be present. I'm pushed out of the way. So of course the kids want to choose whether they're not parented, not governed, and he's feeding them ice cream over broccoli. Absolutely, 100%. I agree with them. However, I don't choose to be a part of it anymore. I choose to not have the police called on me when I take away my son's Xbox. I choose to not have CPS called on me when I'm trying to get help for my daughter's suicide problems. I choose to not have false police reports called on me about stalking my ex. I'm choosing, if you guys don't choose better for my kids, I'm choosing to step aside. Flat out. I have 2 other children to parent and raise and worry about.
2 other children. Oh,
that's how I feel.
You got 2 other children, huh? All right. Looks like you've been not keeping them legs closed to another baby daddy, possibly a 3rd baby daddy in there.
Yes, man. Hold on. There's another one thing. I started this. I started all these parenting time complaints. And up until this point, because he was allowing the kids to move freely between homes, it was working out fantastically great until he tried to strong arm me into paying him some money. Hold on one second.
All right. They about to turn that shit off. The judge said, turn her mic off. All right. Mute her. You're muted.
He had moved a man into the basement with my 12-year-old daughter.
Oh.
Lied to me about it, lied to the courts about it, wouldn't let CPS in. And my daughter is expressing sexual habits and behaviors, and nobody will investigate it, and nobody hears me.
What?
Would you be comfortable with your daughter expressing sexual pornography and doing things online, knowing that there is a man living down in the basement and she's telling people that she's dating a 40-year-old man?
Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my Lord Jesus. Your 12-year-old daughter's dating a 40-year-old man. I'm sorry, wrong sound effect. Your 12-year-old daughter's dating a 40-year-old man? Is that what's going on here? Oh, boy. Yeah, CPS would be all over that. That would be a big case of abuse. What in the hell is going on? Oh, my Lord.
Would you feel comfortable with that? This is who I'm leaving my children with.
First of all, Ms. Sewell, have you reviewed I think Mr. Axon filed in the court file, there's University of Michigan Psychiatric Emergency Department reports.
I have. And
Okay.
Can I explain something to you?
Stated June 6th, whether your daughter was taken to the hospital. She claims that there's ongoing, this is her words.
Yes, can I explain something to you?
Her mother.
Oh,
yes.
Oh, you got. All right, look, the daughter said, gotcha, bitch. The mom is the abuser. Hey, guys, look, this is how they bitches be lying. They be lying. All right. She's coming up with all of these claims. The child in custody investigator found none of these to be adequate. There's no CPS open. The dad is sitting there and she crashing out, just lobbing lies. Then the judge said, oh, wait, you got the abuse claim. Gotcha, bitch. All right. In there lying on your kids. And guys, let me tell you something, man, that's what they do. I had the same thing, in there lying.
Yes, can I explain something to you? So
I just want to make sure that you don't need. Want to make sure you saw these.
I did. I did, absolutely. And it made me bawl. It's so sickening because here's the thing. Here's the thing.
And it's all Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault.
Here's the thing, Your Honor.
He's shuffling. What?
Mr. Atkinson, I was explaining my concerns of what I was finding on her phone and explaining what I have known my son to do and explaining what we had just came across. The referee wanted to stay that the kids were not allowed around each other and was concerned about incest relationships because what I was finding on Isabel's phone while she was in Mr. Atkinson's home. So I explained this to the court. The referee was like, whoa, something's going on. You know, the kids aren't allowed around each other. Mr. Atkinson went home and told Issa and London that I was accusing them of having an incestual relationship. And
well, you just admitted to that. You admitted to that. You said you've been charging people of like a 12-year-old with a 40-year-old man. It's got to be a lie. Nobody would allow that. Not even the dad. Then now you're saying your daughter and son are having an incestual relationship, and now what we're finding out is that the kids probably weren't, and you were accusing them because you were batshit crazy. And they like, Mom, you tripping? Like, what are we doing? That probably is not happening. She's accusing them of that happening, and they called the popo on her ass, the crazy police.
Blamed the entire thing on me. So she absolutely was so mad at me. And I think I provided text messages to the court where she was saying, my mom's so weird. She thinks I'm having sex with my brother. And she thinks I'm having sex with my dad's roommate. But these are the things that I'm finding on her phone, and I'm providing them to the court. I'm not having conversations with my daughter about what I'm thinking. I'm having conversations with Aaron Atkinson, trying to get to the bottom of it. And then he's going and telling he is showing her, even these classes, he is showing them the paperwork and putting it in their faces, absolutely causing problems.
Okay, so my baby mama terrorists love to use that one. And don't show the court, don't show the kids the paper. And while, yes, the kids don't need to see the paper, sometimes the kids have questions. And these aren't barely kids anymore. We got 16, oldest 16, youngest 13 or 12. All right, they probably have questions too, like, what the fuck is going on, bro? And who's lying? Because the mom saying the dad's lying, the dad saying the mom lying, and she's the one that probably took him to court 11 times, and he probably took her to court none. So she's probably saying he's the one taking me to court, and the kid and the dad's like, look, I'll show you the paperwork right here. She is the person, the petitioner. She's the one filing the grievances. We're just trying to live our lives, but she can't move on. Clearly. Guys, clearly, baby mama terrorist is the problem. She can't move on with her life. She doesn't know what to do, so she's coming up even lying on her kids now.
I've came to the courts every single year about things that I'm badmouth, I'm talked about.
Yeah, you're the one causing the problems. You keep taking them back to court, using a court to try to get people to referee. And guys, this guy's a fucking genius. I want you to notice this. This guy right here, this is how you go to court. Right here. You don't say shit. When she crash out and she start lobbing accusations to try to trigger you, just be quiet. In my last probably 5 court hearings, all I said was, hello, hi, thank you, goodbye. All right, that's it. All right. Because even the attorneys, the child support attorneys, and the attorneys are trying to gaslight you and get you to say something. All right. And I'll just sat there like this. And they said what they said, and I just said, okay, thank you, bye. That's it. I don't go in there. I let my paperwork and the attorneys do the fighting. All right, I'm not going in there to say shit. Are you here? Yep, present. And I take notes. Let my attorney do the walking, and I just sit there. I ain't saying shit. Remember? No, I don't remember shit. Just looking at your ass. I don't even know who you are. All right. So anyway, just chill. He could have jumped in there. He don't need to jump in. Let her hang herself with a big old giant rope. Don't say a damn thing in there, bro. And look, the whole time. And by the way, this is how she is in the relationships. This is how she is. I always say how a woman shows up in front of the police, in front of court. She's 10 times worse when there's no court or the police. If she's willing to do this in court, which there's supposed to be some sort of decorum. There's supposed to be some sort of decorum in court. If she's willing to do this in court, imagine behind closed doors in a house in her apartment. Imagine how psychotic. Imagine the arguments, the gaslighting, the manipulation. All right. And she can do something with them duck lips. Hey, come here. Let me do something with them lips.
It's barbecue in there.
She could good. That's what she could do. And look, Everybody else, they don't give a fuck. They like, yep, another crazy broad, another crazy baby mama terrorist. Even the meathead, she ain't even defending her report. And look at the judge and the court people. They can give less than the fuck. Look at them. They don't care. They just getting paid for the day. Man, just, can we get out of here? Now, if they were in the actual courtroom, they might have had to drag her ass out of there. All right, but there she is. She's the problem.
Of course the kids view me like this. This is 100% parental alienation. And the courts have enabled the abuse of me, the control of me, and I'm done. If you guys cannot see that, why would I be fighting for my kids to abuse them? All I want for them to do is do better in school. Hold him accountable to that court order. It's a court order for a reason. You're not allowed to badmouth me every chance you get. My kids don't need to grow up in a toxic environment of like that. I love them so much and only want the best for them. So yeah, they hate me for making them clean their rooms. They hate me for grounding them, taking away their cell phone. I took away my daughter's cell phone because of the things that she was posting on TikTok and the boys that she was talking to. He turned around and bought her a new phone. After all this, there's no disciplining the kids. There's no wanting better for them. I am merely nothing more than a babysitter. So I choose to not do it. I cannot live and I cannot be.
See what happens when they don't get their way? That's why men don't fight these brawls for custody. And then they say, your father's a deadbeat. He didn't even fight. Because this is what he would have to do to fight. Right? That's why you got to take it to court and just be like that. And she's taking him to court and losing. By the way, she's taking him to court and took a L. All right. Same thing in my case. I'm like, you want to fight it in there? Go ahead, take that L. All right. But she in there flippy floppy. She in there flippity floppy. This is crazy, man. Imagine being in a relationship with this. All right. This is how she acts like a child here.
Exposed to the police knocking on my door again, to the CPS, to the false CPS call. I've been dealing with this for far too long. Far too long. And this is exactly what he wanted. So congratulations, Aaron. You've won. Congratulations. This is absolutely what you've wanted. I hope you're happy with the results. To be honest with you, I feel so bad for my kids, but I feel so bad for my kids' future that they have to live like this.
Oh, the humanity.
100%. The kid's therapist is his therapist. Can you imagine what my kids would say if my kids attended my therapist and all they listened to is negative lies that I said about my ex, the paid actor, the one that literally gets paid to make people believe his story?
He must be on YouTube. He must be got a YouTube
Miss
channel.
Sewell, the children need their mother. So I hope you keep an open
and they
mind.
also
They
need
their
a happy mother and one mother that's not being constantly controlled and abused and enabled by the court system to continue the abuse. I cannot handle it anymore. I have hit a peak. I've hit a moment. I cannot. The summer goes so perfect and so well and it's so harmonious. And when the kids were moving freely from home to home,
volume, preferably in a residential area.
it was so good. It was so happy in that time.
Oh my.
It was so good. But money is a root of all evil, so I'm sorry I didn't have the money at the time.
You could not live with your own failure.
Damn, she
Why
worked
did that
up.
bring you back to me.
All right. Damn. She worked up. She do the water break. All right. What else you got to say, ma'am? Yes.
All right, take a deep breath, Ms. Sewell. First of all, make sure you're listed. You should be involved in school activities, going to parent-teacher conferences. Make sure that you're listed as a contact at school. Absolutely, you're the parent.
I have had to go to court and fight for every
to
single thing of that, and I do. I attend everything that I am aware of, that I can. I attend everything. I do everything that I'm supposed to. I show up to therapy. I do everything that I'm supposed to do. Everything and more. I adopted my life.
Where did the woman go? She got out of there. Where did Meathead go? Meathead got up out of there. All right. She said, I can't take no more of this. All right. She's still going off.
In 2020, as if he was standing right next to me. And you can ask any about that. I said, I will live my life as if Aaron Atkinson is standing next to me because that's how it feels. Every move I make, I have to make sure that he's okay with it, how he can spin it, and how he can use it against me and use it against me in court. And that's how I have become this person that I am so proud of today. The fact that you are sitting here and saying my kids don't deserve to have their mother. Why is it okay for this man to have truancy charges? Why is it okay for him to not push school on the kids? Why is it okay for him to be living in a bed bug infested house, almost foreclosed on, and everyone's okay with it? Why are you okay with it?
Right, Ms. Sewell, the court fully understands your position. Keep in the tabs if in fact the children are missing school, bring it to the court's attention. The court will make changes.
You have all the paperwork right now. You have all the paperwork right now. I have. That's a joke you telling me that. I brought all text messages, school paperwork. I have absolutely brought everything. The 37 absences. I brought that, Your Honor.
It ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. All right. This has been happening for men for the last 50 years. Soon as you see, and remember I had a stream where I broke down why, in fact, the courts always side with the mother is because this right here. All right. Because when men do this and they crash out, they just throw them in jail. All right. Contempt the court, lock them up, shackle you, put the goddamn Silence of the Lamb mask, and then they be like, he'll get over it. Now the women can't handle it. All right. Now they can't handle it. All right. Now it's a problem. Right? It's a problem when you get the exact same treatment that men been getting for 50 years.
Mr. Atkinson, do you understand the recommendation this morning?
Yes, I do.
Do you have any objection to the court adopting the recommendation?
No, I do not.
The court's going to add a couple things to this recommendation, if you could, please, Ms. Brower. Number one is that all three children shall be involved in counseling, and they shall not be your counselor or therapist, Mr. Atkinson. Not someone that you are seeing. Just understand, all three children shall be enrolled in counseling. They've all three got problems. So all three should be enrolled in counseling, and they should not be your therapist or counselor. And finally, if
women do that all the time.
The children miss school because of illness, you need to take them to the doctor that day. No unexcused absences. So if you take them home.
Schedules the appointment during school.
Please interrupt.
Yeah, man. By the way, the judge has been swayed by these lies. All right. You know, I don't know if these are accurate representations of what's happening. The judge has been swayed by allowing her to filibuster in the courtroom. Now the judge is looking at the paperwork and seeing what happened there. All right, but now he's saying what the dad should be doing.
Accident, if these children are sick, they don't go to school, you need to take them to a doctor that day. Understood?
Understood.
And Ms. Sewell, please keep tabs on the records. If in fact they're missing school, the court's we'll bring them back into court, and the court wants answers as to why they're not in school.
This is a joke.
Right.
I've been doing this for years, Your Honor. Every single year I provide the school record. Every single year. So you're telling me to do exactly what you told me last year, which was the thing that you exactly told me the year before, which is the exact thing that you told me the year before.
Well, you should have moved on.
You've told me this every single year.
Guys, look at this. Look at that. Guys, let me just tell you about these courts, man. Let me just tell you about these courts. I'm going to put y'all up on game if you ever going through this. The courts don't know who the fuck you are. I'm going to just let you guys know. Ladies, ma'am, the courts don't know who you are. They ain't following your case. They're not checking up on it unless you file some sort of grievance or a petition or an ex parte. They don't know who you are. They don't know who your kids are. They don't know what they look like. They don't know what age they are unless they read it off the paper. They don't know shit about your situation, and they almost don't care. All right. Now they are getting paid. They don't give a, they're not keeping tabs of what's going on. Your case number, fill in the blank, your case number. And then they look and they go, your kid's 16, 13, and 12. They don't know shit. They don't know their name. They don't know, bro. So I want people to understand that. I wish women would understand that. All right. They don't keep up with the look. Do you file this? They don't do. I know judges barely even read until they get on the screen. All right. Case number 12386. All right. It looks like Marks versus Smith. All right. They don't know shit. Right. They don't know. So don't expect them to know what's going on and then think that they're going to rescue you. They're going to help you. All right. They're going to help me. They care about my kids. I'm going to tell you what right now. They don't care about the kids. Not like that. They don't. I win and I did. You just a case number. That's what you are.
Every single year you've told me this. I've been bringing this to you every single year.
The judge probably reminded of who she is now. He like, oh, this bitch, she back again.
Every single year, Your Honor.
Well, we've got 3 files here, and there's been a lot of activity, but bring them timely. Ms. Sewell,
I do, Your Honor. It has 30
again,
days. You have 30 days.
Cutting him off. I'm going to tell you, man, a man could not get away with this. A man could not get away with this. And by the way, this is illegal in any legit courtroom because this is leading the court. This is called leading the court. All right. For anybody that wants to know what this is, there could be an objection here. You can object. And because let me just say this. The guy is losing. I mean, the judge is coming back and scolding the guy on some of this bullshit she's talking about. And as she's saying it, he is reading. And he probably going to talk to the custody investigator and like, how did the kids actually get with the dad here if these things are true? All right, but here's another thing. The judge don't even decide. So this woman thought she was going to go up in court and the judge was going to decide, but the judge don't want to make a decision like this. So what he does is they hire these custody evaluators, the meathead down here. All right, and she makes the decision. And she goes with whatever she came up with, whatever evidence and claim she had. Now, this woman probably crashed out on this woman. So this woman was like, she ain't fit to be a parent, despite the fact that there's some absences. And so the judge did not make the judgment. But the woman is leading the judge. In any court case, this is called leading. You can lead a witness. You can actually lead the jury. And you can also lead the judge since there's no jury. And what leading is, it is using emotion to change the opinion of the judge because we are human beings. It doesn't matter what kind of job we're doing. Emotions do affect us, like a referee. A referee of a basketball or football game might hear the crowd boo, or they might make a call. They know the crowd's going to go ape shit, and it's the end of the game, and they call a pass interference. So the emotions are swaying the referee. All right. And so that's leading the ref. That's leading the official. Sometimes a coach will yell at a referee and they won't make the next call because they know the coach is going to go ape shit. All right. So in this situation here, she's leading the judge and the judge is moving. The judge is being moved by this filibuster, which means in effect, the point of it is, here's the point. If a man did this, his ass would get arrested, contempt of court. They don't let men do this in court. They do not let men do this in court at all.
To file the complaint. I do, Your Honor. I do. I file everything on time. I do bring it to you. I do. So you're telling me the exact same thing as you did a year ago. So what is it going to be? One more child is going to drop out? Are we going to wait till one more child gets to drop out?
This is completely unfair. This is unfair because they fought the case already. The custody evaluator made a decision. And I wonder if they changed this custody here. I didn't see the end.
Because this could have been prevented. This absolutely could have been prevented.
Court's attention.
I have. This absolutely could have been prevented.
Damn, she's scolding the judge. I'm going to tell you, man, men could not get away with this at all.
I'm not going to talk over you, try to talk above you, Ms. Sewell. So court will adopt the recommendation. I will conclude this review. Do bring it to the court's attention, please. I will look at it. Gotcha, so please bring it to the court's attention, and the court's going to amend the recommendation with those.
Your Honor, can I ask something else?
Damn.
Sure, go ahead.
So we have.
Dude, this is a filibuster. Oh, I'll add something else while I'm here. What? Ma'am, file a paper, file a motion. All right. No, you can't just add shit.
A thing on our court order that we are not supposed to talk about each other on social media. However,
there we go.
I'm not being quiet about what's being done to me at court anymore. And since the court order has never been followed before, and there are no consequences. So if I start speaking out about what's being done in the care that Mr. Atkinson, and I have already interviewed with the podcast company that wants to hear my story about what's been happening with friend of the court, CPS, and how I've been treated and injustice.
So this is a threat to the court, just so you guys know. This is a threat to the court. You're threatening the court. So you're not supposed to be talking about it. It's clearly in your court order that you're not supposed to talk about it on social media. So you could have just went on Facebook and gone on your podcast and talked that shit since you've given up. But now you're trying to use emotions to threaten the court to be able to make a different judgment. That's what you're doing now. I'm going to go talk about it. Okay, go talk about it, you goofball.
Gotcha, bitch.
You ain't got custody anyway. Go talk about it. But that's a threat. She basically threatened them.
And the fact that you're still allowing this behavior and you're giving custody to him, am I allowed to speak about it, or are you putting a no speak order on me?
Why would you bring this up? This is a threat. I'm going to just let you know. Let's see how the judge handles this shit. I can't wait to hear this.
Allowed to tell my story, or is this allowed to be aired?
If you're not sure about following court orders, then you should consult an attorney, because yes, you violate court orders, people can be held in contempt. With that,
Okay, but why is he allowed to be held? Why is he allowed to disobey the court order, but he is not allowed to be held? He never gets held in contempt. So why is it that I only am allowed to be held in contempt, but he does not have to be held in contempt? You just dismissed about 20.
Both parties are subject to the contempt powers of this court and violate court orders. With that,
but you're not, because you just dismissed all my court orders that he violated. So are you going to choose to violate me and not him once again? I'm just saying, I want to speak out. I want this podcast to be aired. I very much want my voice to be heard. I think that other people can benefit from hearing my story about the injustice that's been being caused to me. I want to speak out about my story, and I want to make sure that I'm not being contempt of court.
He just said you were. So he said, if you speak, he said, everybody should follow the court order. If that's in the court order and you do it, he could file contempt charges on you and you could be in the pokey. What the hell is going on, man?
Again, because I'm the only one that gets held in contempt of court. So I'm asking you to lift that ban on me being able to speak and me being able to speak about my story.
Oh, no.
Your request is denied.
Gotcha, bitch.
Oh, no.
Gotcha, bitch.
Your request is denied. Ban not lifted. So you're going to have to do this.
Shut up.
That was a threat, baby.
Okay, I will take my chances.
Oh,
okay, that will conclude this hearing.
Jesus. Damn, man. Wow.
Thank you, Ms. Brower.
Baby, my
Your Honor, that new recommendation will be in your queue in just a moment.
Thank you.
Now, here's my thing, man. Imagine, you guys got to realizing these custody battles. Imagine this is a equivalent of a social worker. All right. So this is who decided the case. Now, the woman didn't intend for this person to decide the case. She wanted to go up there, run up in there and get the judge to decide it and go up there and lie on the dad and lie on her kids. But these social workers, right? These social workers, they already heard all the tricks, and she was not swayed either by this bullshit and this gaslighting. So the woman didn't count on this woman being as important as she did, and she detected lies. She detected she was able to uncover the bullshit, and there it is. And she's like, Your Honor, yep, I got the shit there. You'll get it. Just put your signature on it and out of there. And the woman can't handle it.
Gotcha, bitch.
All right, this is the same shit I went through. Same shit I just went through recently. It's a cold, evil game out here, brothers. Hey, main event around the corner, man. That was the evil world we live in.
It's an evil world we live
but
in.
they're telling you, man, I mean, that's how ugly it can get when you have kids with American women. That's how ugly it can get. It gets nasty, man. It gets nasty. I mean, I hope and wish and pray none of you guys get in these situations here, but it gets nasty, and millions of people go through that family court, and people will still say, oh, man, it ain't that bad. We already just seen it. Millions of people, child support, therapists, counseling, social work, CPS, all day long. It's a big booming business. It's a booming business. And they sitting up there, it ain't that bad. Just do this and do that. And I ain't never been, well, I got divorced and I didn't go through it. It don't matter. It don't matter. It's evil, man. It's an evil system. And most of the time, the father just want to be a father. He want to be in the absence of that mother. He fucked up and impregnated the wrong woman, and now he got to face the consequences of it. And it's another 10, 20 years you got to deal with this woman. All right. So my man said CGA gave a masterclass on what happens in the family court. I hope you young men taking notes. Yeah, family court. I'm an expert at this point. I always tell people I've seen more family court than attorneys. I've seen more family court than attorneys. Many, not all attorneys, but many attorneys. All right, it's sad out there what they're doing to people. Gone with John says, get these Mitches. Free agent lifestyle for life. Go subscribe to Gone with John. Hey, Ron. Aaron Hughes says, long-time Ninja watcher, just laying down tuition. Thank you, our brother A.A. Ron. Nashwick says the judge didn't cut the baby mama terrorist off. The man would have been held in contempt of court. I'm going to tell you, man, I tried to speak out in court a few times, and they shut that shit down. And I've had several judges. I've had several judges. I've had, the family court is dissected into different groups. In the family court, I've had 2 judges. But in child support, I've had I want to say 4 or 5. All right. They change all the time because most of the time the child support judges are commissioners. They're like retired judges. All right. So they judge before and then now they just kind of do it part-time and, live off their retirement fund. The judge's retirement fund, by the way, the judge's retirement fund is paid for by child support through matching government funds, Title 4D. So the judge's retirement hinges on, this is where the conflict of interest is, because if the judge sets high child supports, that means that's more money going into the judge's retirement fund. That's Title 4D money. So then these judges work a couple of days a week, all right, and doing child support cases. They don't give up. Most of the time, I've never seen a young judge in child support. They're always old as fuck. All right, they always old. I mean, I had a child support judge, and I won't say what county. And when you walk into his courtroom, Ninja, it's a time warp. It looked like some rockabilly shit. Rockabilly. Like, it's literally like you see 1950s rock and roll on the wall. Elvis, you walk in there and you like, oh, I'm losing this case. I'm losing. That shit. Look, then Ninja had like Pat Boone and motherfucking Elvis and the Colonel. He had, I was like, oh shit. I was like black and white pictures, guitars and shit side, but I was like, oh no. I was like, hang 'em high ass judge. I was like, this shit is not about to go well, bro. Yep. All was missing was a Confederate flag. Yep. Hank Williams on the wall. I was like, oh, fuck. Right there. Oh, man. Let me see if I can pull up some rockabilly shit. Like this type shit was on the wall right here, bro. Hold on for a second. Like it was all on the wall, like this right here. This the shit that was on the wall right here. Like all over the courtroom. I was like, oh no. I give up. All right, fuck it. I was like, all these people in here. All I saw is Mexicans and black people in there. I was like, we about to take a fat L, bro. I was like, we over. We cooked. There ain't no way we can win. All right, there ain't no way. This shit was on the wall right here. I was like, we cooked, y'all. I was like, we done. We done for. This was on the wall right here. Jailhouse Rock. I said, shit. All that was done. All that was not on there. I was waiting to see Aunt Jemima on the goddamn wall. I was like, he was. Oh, man. I was like, we cooked. I was like, man, y'all better just throw in the towel. Anyway, shout out to our brother Kelson. Kelson S is in the building. Shout out to Kelson. Thank you, sir. Yeah, man, that was interesting. But actually, you know what? The funny thing is, he was a cool dude. He was a cool dude. Now, there was another dude in there, a real old dude. All right, he was a real old dude, and I think he was like a substitute judge for the rockabilly judge. So we in there one time, and of course, I filed a modification. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna say this. And when I went in there, they had a sub. And I was like, oh, shit, damn. Because the other guy, you would hope that he would remember you. I don't know. So it was a sub judge, and it was like he looked like a little pit bull. He was all old. Now, the funny thing was there was like 18 cases in front of us. So we just sitting in there. All right. And it was going well. But we were coming up on the lunch break. It was going well. He was a sub judge, and he was like, if anybody wants to not have me as a judge, you guys can move your case to another day. So I was like, I'll just do it since we're here. So the sub judge, he don't give a fuck about nothing. And it was going well. He was jokey. He was in a good mood. But an hour and a half in, by the time they come to my case and lunch, it was like 2 hours in. Lunch is coming up. Their attorneys are filibustering. He's like, hey, how long is this going to take? And the attorneys was like 15 minutes. And he was like, nah, man, get it done in 7-8 minutes. So the case before me, they went like 20-30 minutes. And he was pissed. Now, I didn't even know we were the next case, but I was like, please don't be the next case. Please don't call me next. He was hangry. Ninja was mad. All right, he was pissed. He was growling. He had fucking spit on the side of his mouth. So it was going well until they came up. So he was done. He was like, I'm out of here, motherfucking his arthritis acting up. And guess what happened? Soon as they was done, they called my motherfucking name. I was like, God. Soon as they was done, and he all pissed off, growling, they called my name. And it did not go well. I was in and out of that seat in 3.5 minutes. In and out. All right. Did you read me the riot act? He was mad at the motherfucker. I was like, oh, shit. Man, it was cold-blooded. I was like, damn, man, who put me in behind these mother suckers, man? Call my name next. I was like, ooh, Lord, I'm about to get rolled. And I did. I got rolled. He steamrolled my ass. He steamrolled me, man. I was like, damn, I couldn't get a word in edgewise. Abel says, hello, coach. I think when it comes to, I already got that one. JJ says, butt baby, society is done. Coach, it's done. Butt babies. All right. Soldier for God says, every now and then I got to show support to the coach. And shout out to the Black Ops 6 players. See you online tomorrow. Okay, that's coming out tomorrow. I heard that. All right, I heard that. Justin O says, some of these baby mama terrorists need to be committed. Yeah, because they gone. I mean, it's obvious they're gone. Abel returns to Eden, says that court crazy lady is a free virtual vasectomy. Thank God I'm monk. And let me tell you about these courts that these people don't know about when we talk about relationships. These courts are full, bruh. Now, I don't know how many days, I can't tell you how many days judges work, because sometimes I'll go in the court will be closed. So the judge might work 2 or 3 days or 3 or 4. I don't know how they work. And they have a certain calendar where I don't think they work every day. All right. It just depends. So some courtrooms are open, some are closed. So these two, the judges are there, and then the next day these two. So let me just tell you, when you go there, some of these courts got cases 1 through 28 all day, just kicking them in, kicking them out. People just sitting out on the hallway, right? Mad, pissy, right? You see the couple, whoever's sitting, somebody gets there first, the one person sitting there and the other person sitting all the way across, way on the other side of the building, just sitting there, and everybody's steaming. They meeting with their lawyer. They're fumbling through paperwork, and he did this and they did. Did you do this? Did you add this into the? It's misery. I call it the belly of the beast. It's the belly of the beast. And I'm like, y'all all gonna go in there, and none of you gonna get what you wanted. Not a single one. Nobody getting what they wanted in there. What they're gonna do is string your ass along. Worst thing you're going to hear is when you go up in there, oh, this is a hearing, or this is an ex parte, this is an ex parte. You go in there, emergency hearing or a hearing. Then they'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, well, you know what? We need to do this. So let's schedule for another hearing 3 months down the line. And you're like, shit, you got to come back 3 months later. Then when you come back, they're like, oh, well, we still don't get along. All right, you don't want to go with okay, we're going to have a trial. We'll set it for 4 months down the line. Fuck. They just stringing your ass along, just graping you and making you real frustrated and mad at each other. Yeah, now it's virtual. Yeah. I've experienced that. Now it's virtual. So you had to get up and get dressed and go down there and march. Actually, I did have one that was not virtual, but the judge end up need. Oh, and here's the thing. You can go there and the judge not be there. The judge's not here today. She's sick. Huh? And they'll be like, let's look at the calendar. They got a calendar down here. They'll fumble through the calendar. All right, it's December, and the judge ain't available until April. Dude, I had a custody case. The judge continued it 3 times. 3 on my custody case. Now, for me, I know, bruh. I know that they're playing the game with me at that point because they're trying to see how shit falls in line. Dude, that's why I'm like, just make an agreement at that point because y'all just burning time and money. Because the attorney got there. Guys, you know how much the attorney made? The attorney made $5K just showing up at the courthouse. Both attorneys made $3,000 to $5,000 just showing up at the court and going home. So they made $3,000 to $5K just showing up and you filing in the courtroom and just sitting there talking. The attorney made $3,000 to $5K. So you were ready to get your shit settled. They met because you got charged for the attorney to drive to that motherfucker and go to the courtroom and then meet with you in the hallway, go up in there, say what the fuck they got to say and dip. They made $3,000 to $5K just doing that. And all because y'all be out here can't agree on some simple shit. Most of the time it's the baby mama terrors. All right, man, it is a sad reality, bro. I know so much about that court. It's crazy. And the attorneys are just laughing at you. They laughing at both of y'all. They're like, these motherfuckers, right? So anyway, Edge Everyday says, yes, that's how I won my case for child support and got back pay. He says, you know, it ain't come yet. He says, men don't say ish, look neat and attentive and keep it short and sweet. They will crash out in the courtroom and in front of the police and in the voting booth. And nobody will do nothing. Nobody will knock them out, sock them, tase them, make them piss on themselves. Nobody. Put them in the crippler crossface. Nothing. You do something, right? You do something as a man in that court, they will make you lose your mind. And I think these Zoom calls allow them to be able to go crazy like that because, you know, what are they going to do? Turn it off? They ain't going to turn it off. They could mute them. All right, they can mute them. But it's a racket. It is a racket. And I'm glad I'm done with it, man. My son lives with me. I do have one more issue, and they dragging their feet because she's still on child support, technically. All right, but what's going to happen is they just going to back pay it and go, oh, when did the custody change? Right? Oh, August? Okay, well, and they're just going to make her give all that money back. All right, or they're going to give me a credit or whatever they're going to do. All right, but it takes them months to figure it out. But my daughter's over 18. My son is 17 and almost 17 and a half, but he lives with me, so she ain't getting shit. She ain't supposed to be collecting a dime, which is funny because they'll call you a deadbeat. But if there's a situation where it's a switch custody, guess what? They don't stop the child support. They keep collecting the child support. Like, think about that, bro. Like, think about how much of a deadbeat you have to be. The woman doesn't say, oh, all right, to be fair, I won't collect money when I don't have custody. Nope, she still got her hand out. She's still calling them up trying to get the child support. I'm like, bitch, you don't even have no kids at your house. And she's still collecting. And I'm like, how long is it going to take them? 3 months to stop the child support. 3 months to stop it. It's going to take 3 months to stop the child support. I was like, man, y'all crazy. Y'all crazy, man. Like, how is it taking you that long to stop child support? You could just basically ask a question. Do you have to get, who's the kid live with? Over. You know, but nope, they want to go to court. They want to have a hearing. They want to waste time, and they want to have you spend money on a lawyer so they can speed it up just to save $1,600, $2,400, maybe something like that. And I'm gonna have to pay a lawyer to do it faster. That's $2,400 to the lawyer to stop $2,400 to go in her pocket. Like, this is crazy. The court system is a joke.
Straight jacket.
It's a joke. Child support is a joke. They're a criminal organization, by the way. All right. I don't believe in child support at all. Fuck child support. Hey, fuck child support. I don't believe in them at all. All right. I don't think they are efficient. They're trashy. I hate child support. All right. I don't advocate for no child support. All right. Fuck them. The whole system needs to be gone, abolished. All right. Because it doesn't work. Now, for kids, it don't. It actually makes people fight for the kids. It actually makes women go in court and fight for these kids. It doesn't help the kid. The money doesn't help the kid. Certainly it doesn't. The money doesn't help the kid. All right. Because the kid ends up 18 with none of that money left. Like 98% chance that money is gone. But it just makes the mom fight more for the kid. That's all it does. And it makes that kid need therapy at the end. That's all it needs. All right, but fuck child support. All right, you heard it here. And child support, if you listen to me, fuck you and that motherfucking army you came in with. Fuck all y'all. All right, just to let y'all know. All right, anyway, let's get back to this. Yeah, I don't care now because they can't do nothing about me, man. My kids aged out. All right, I got custody of my kid. They can't do nothing. All right, anyway. All right, shout out to our brother Roderick Miller says New York City courts are a joke. Men, listen up. He's telling the truth. Shout out to you, man. And any of these women, that's a sponsorship. Anybody that thinks child support is good, man, kiss my whole black ass. All right, it's horrible. It's a horrible system. It's shitty. All right, it's a baby mama terrorist funding welfare program. That's what it is. All right, it does nothing for the kid. All right, so anyway, kiss my whole ass with that shit. And if you think that, why am I still paying child support and I got no minors? No minors live with that woman. Why is she still getting money from me? If it was a working system, how she still getting money from me? And she has no minor kids living with her, and I got one. Why she ain't paying me? Why she not paying me child support? You see what I mean? That's how ridiculous it is when people say, well, it's about taking care of your kids. How she ain't taking care of her kid? I'm the one with the kid. Why y'all ain't telling her to pay me child support? She's still collecting for me. Like that's how ridiculous it is. That's how ridiculous it is. And nobody says shit when it's that when the shoe's on the other foot. But yeah, man, New York child support ain't shit either. All right, they ain't shit. And New York City child support goes to 21. So men in New York, your child support goes to 21 years old. Right? 21 and child support. So not 18. Look so y'all can see it, man. Y'all better know this before y'all be busting nuts in these women. 21. The state of New York. Shout out to Roderick Miller. You have a baby in New York, and if you have a baby in New York City, there's a great chance you're gonna be paying child support because they don't have families in New York City. Child support goes to 21 years old. Ninja.
Gotcha, bitch.
He said New Jersey is 22. Let me see something. New Jersey. This one says 19, but it says right here. Oh, goodness. Support may continue beyond 19 due to certain circumstances. It, however, cannot exceed the child's 23rd birthday. Woo wait. Yep. So it could go up to 22. It could go up to 22 and 12 and 11 months. Special certain circumstances. I think Hawaii is up there too. Because Britney Spears got on Hawaii. Let me see what Hawaii is. Hawaii is 23. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's how Britney Spears got. So they got on the college. So Britney Spears' baby daddy moved to Hawaii when the kid's about to turn 18. He left California or Nevada and moved the kids, got full custody and moved the kids to Hawaii so he could get that 23. So he put him in college, moved him over there, put him in college, potentially 23, my ninjas. Ooh, wait. Oh, man. Y'all learning today. Y'all learning. Y'all gonna learn today. This ain't no joke. This ain't no joke. We not here joking about this, man. It's cold out here. He said game is game. Game is game. Yeah, Kevin Federline finesse Britney Spears, and he just moved to Hawaii. That's cold. All right, Ninja saying, what about whatever state here? I can't look up all the states. Florida is 18. California is 18. Florida's 18. California is 18 and graduate from high school. California is 18 and graduate from high school. If the kid doesn't graduate on time, it goes to 19. All right, so that's how California works. Like, it ain't just 18. You got to graduate from high school. So let's say your kid was held back a year and they turned 18 in September of their senior year. They still got to graduate from high school. So the 18 is irrelevant. But sometimes they start school early and they don't turn 18 until after graduation from high school. All right, so like I turned 18 after graduation of high school. So you could be paying child support all the way till I think it's 18 or graduate technically, but it might be 18 and graduate. All right, so anyway. Woo-wee. Legacy Ninjas, where y'all at? But yeah, that's California, 18 and graduate from high school. So they can't be 18 in the senior year and then cut off from child support. So I think that's what they're trying to prevent. Let me see here. But if the kid doesn't graduate, let's say they got held back, I don't know. It says in California, child support typically ends when the child turns 18 and graduates high school. 18 and graduate. However, there are several circumstances it may continue, which is obviously if you owe past, still in high school. If the child's still in high school full time and cannot support themselves, child support ends when they turn 19. Child support ends. Okay, here we go. Right here. Military, it ends when they join the military. Emancipation can end it, which is 14 to 16. Death of the child, I hope so. Disability, child support may continue if the child is disabled and cannot support themselves. Ooh. Damn. Disability. Sheesh. Parent agree. Who would agree to that shit? Who would agree with that? In cohabitation living situations, child support may end if the child establishes a coherent living arrangement, such as moving in with a relative, enrolling in college, or obtaining gainful employment. All right. They get a job, I suppose. Man, it's an evil system. It's an evil system, man. It ain't what y'all think it is, man. But y'all better do y'all
It's an evil world we live in.
You legacy ninjas. New York, I think, yeah, they go to college. That's what Lamar Odom got. His kids turn 18 and he stopped paying child support in New York. But in New York, he goes to 21, right? And so the kids were still living with the mom, but going to college. So Lamar Odom decided, hey, like this guy decided right here, I'm going to just pay the child support directly to the kids. But he didn't do his due diligence, right? He didn't do it. Like this father decided to pay the kid child support. Now, if you do this, she can just take you back and get all arrears. So it just depends. But Lamar Odom was like, hey, I'm paying my kids directly the money. They're grown. They're 18. I owe you nothing. And the baby mama took him to court and she won. Because one kid was going to junior college and another kid was going to St. John's University. So all that money he gave the kids counted for nothing. And she got back child support on Lamar Odom. I'm giving y'all game, man. This is game. And so here we go right here. Look, this is what happened. He got back child support by playing that game because child support ends at 21, especially if the kids are in college. Lamar Odom. All right, get this shit off my screen. Lamar Odom ordered to pay nearly $400,000 in child support case. And so that's how he was getting around it. He was like, I was already paying them. I was supporting them. They're 18. Yeah, but child support ends at 21 in New York. And if they live with the mom and are going to college, you still got to pay. Still got to pay, man. All right. Still got to pay. So he had to pay all that back. Let me show you that. Look. Oh, y'all gonna be pissed now. You want me to trigger you? Look at this right here. Oh, no. Oh, she happy. Ooh.
Niggas always gotta show they teeth.
She happy as a mother sucker, about to get almost $500,000 off that ninja. You know she already spent it up. This was 2021. Look at that.
Niggas always gotta show they teeth.
She happy as hell. And look how Lamar Odom looking. Look. Damn. And look, she got that money. All she had to do was push her baby out betwixt her legs and ride out the time.
Gotcha, bitch.
That's it. $400,000 for pushing the baby out.
Gotcha,
and that's
bitch.
at the end. That don't even count all the money, man. All men pay. All right, this man paid millions of dollars for that pussy. Millions. And she came up on damn near $500,000 doing nothing. Right? Letting the kids live there at the crib. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. All right, evil world out here, gentlemen. Evil world. She got that money, man. Let's get to the main event. I had another story, but where's the what is the story? Why don't I have a banner for this? Here we go right here. 304 is life. All right, here we go right here. 304 is life. Let's save it. I got to wrap this up. All right, here we go right here. All right, we're good. We're good. All right, 304 is life. Why that's trending on social media. We're going to play this video on TikTok. 304 is life. If you guys know what a 304 is, if you type 304 in a calculator back in middle school, all right, it's spelled hope. All right, for those that don't want to know, I actually educated people on that back in the day. 304 is now re-popular in the lexicon, but this is stuff we did in high school. All right, there's an example of what a 304 is. So that's where it came from. Right there. Just so you guys know. All right, that's what we did in the 8th grade. You're like, look at this shit. Look. A 304. All right, there you go right there. That's if for those that didn't know. Pager shit, yep. All right, pager shit. All right, but anyway. What's going on? 304 is life. So a lot of women are in a bind out here. Here's the point about it.
I'm in a bind.
Lots of women are in a bind. It's tough out here economically. We've actually lightened up all of the ideas of women making money from selling vagina and promiscuity. So it's a wrap. So if you do have a young woman, a young daughter in your life, or a niece or a sister, you better be watching out what's going on, man. Because what they listen to out here, they glamorized whole life. They glamorized stripping. They had a movie called Hustlers with Cardi B and J-Lo. All these women, these female rappers, they glamorize hoeing. A lot of them glamorize stripping and shaking ass. So if you come from a certain segment of the world, it don't matter if you're suburban or not, they glamorize it. So this woman's going to say, don't be fooled. 304 life ain't for everybody, but it is for you. Here's some tips. Here's some tips. And this woman is saying she was about that whole life. She basically said this.
I looked at it as I have an ATM between my legs and I'm just using it. All I got to do is put my card in and that's it. And put the PIN number and boom, money just comes right out.
Wow. Yeah. AMG. I want to be AMG is where I learned the 304, I believe, or second to none. One of them ninjas.
Okay, so since I see that 304 TikTok is trending again, I am going to be the one to tell y'all everything that they are not going to tell y'all on 304 Talk. If you're trying to get in the game or if you're new to the game, I'm going to tell you the real game and not the glamorized, romanticized version of it on TikTok. Because something I'm really not comfortable with is just like with OnlyFans and just like with dancing.
I forgot about OnlyFans, right? The glamorization of OnlyFans.
People are getting on here trying to glamorize a lifestyle and not telling the full, like, what it all encompasses for real. Like, they're showing the money, they're showing the hotel rooms, they're showing the wigs, the lashes, and all that, but they're not showing what it really is for real. And I'm gonna tell y'all some things that you need to know before you get in the game, if you're trying to get in the game or if you're new in the game.
And it is the game. I don't know if you guys know, man. I've seen a couple people laugh, but the game came from Pimp Ho Lifestyle. So when people talk about game, I find it funny because game is from Pimp and Ho Lifestyle. So when they tell you to run game, that comes directly from Pimp Ho shit. All right. And that's why ninjas be talking about Max and Mac Lives Matter. So the game is pimping and hoeing. It's not running game on these skeezers. I don't know what it, I know people want to think that, but you so way far off base. The game in game is not have anything to do with what this cold approach and all this fucking science, this bro science. The game is pimping and hoeing. So she's actually right. All right. She's actually right. It is the game. All right. But that's what they call pimping and hoeing is the game. When a pimp has a girl, a prostitute, a stripper, that's called the game. All right, but when people say run game, that is a direct takeaway from the pimp hoe culture. I broke this down before on this dating thing. A lot of it comes from pimping and hoeing. All right, but y'all don't realize it, and y'all applying pimp and player and Mac principles to regular girls, as they call them civilians. Civilians. And you a civilian too. You a fake perpetrating pimp ass Mac. Trying to come out here running game on girls. All right, so let's continue.
Okay, so first and foremost, you are going to have to be incredibly strong-minded to not only last in the game, but to make it out. You need to have an end goal in mind when you get into it. Otherwise, you're going to get chewed up and spit up by the lifestyle. And you're going to be doing this shit till you're 40 years old. And that's not good. Like, by that time, you want to already have enough money put away and be established. Really, by the time you like 30, mid-30s.
And I'm going to just tell you something. That ain't going to happen. All right. So a lot of girls get into the game or get into this type of sex work, stripping, OnlyFans, maybe escorting sugar baby. And they think they're going to stop at 30 and stack up all their chips and become wealthy. There's a 99% chance that won't happen. All right. So this is what, this is what a lot of girls do. I'm going to just do this through college. And then they're a sugar baby after college. They strip in college and they're a sugar baby after college. All right. Right. All right. Or they're a 40-year-old stripper. It ain't going to happen. All right. So that's just a pipe dream by them.
You want to be wrapping that shit up, but you want to have an end goal in mind because you don't want to get stuck in this fucking lifestyle.
Most women get stuck, unfortunately. Most of these girls are going to get stuck and they're going to have internet history, search history, not on their side.
A lot of girls, they get addicted to the fast money.
Yep.
And before you know it, it's been 6-7 years and they don't have nothing to show for it besides wigs, lashes, and fucking nails. And you don't want that to be you. So you need to have an end goal in mind and you need to be strong-minded and stick to it. You cannot give a fuck about what anybody says about you and what anybody thinks about you, including family members, including friends, sometimes including best friends. You cannot get caught up in what people have to say about you. You're in this shit for money, not for friends, not for family. You're in this shit for money and for yourself and to keep your bills paid. So you need to keep that at the forefront of your mind when you're doing this. And it might sound harsh, but the reality of the situation is not everybody is going to support you on this journey. Like, not everybody's going to agree with this lifestyle choice. Family's not going to agree with it. Friends are not going to agree with it. But at the end of the day, you are the person that they're going to be coming to with their hands out when they need money, or, you know what I'm saying? When you up and everything like that, they're going to be wanting you around.
All right. So she's speaking facts. I'm going to tell you, man, a lot, what happens to these girls is somebody rats them out. All right. The stories that I've heard from, they rat them out. So let's say a girl's dating old men, like a sugar baby, a family member will rat them out and say, hey, I'm gonna tell dad you date old men for money. Or if they're doing OnlyFans and their family doesn't know, somebody will send a message to their grandmama or like, all right, and she'll be out there sucking a dick. All right. And somebody will send a link to the granny and expose them to the family. If something happens, maybe a boyfriend, a pimp, a a guy trying to date her, a guy that finds out, stumbles upon it. So they'll get ratted out, and then they'll lose their family. If their family comes from 304 and in the game, it'll be an interesting situation. It'll be a conflict because the mom was a 304. All right, the mom was a 304. Or they'll get exposed to their community where somebody will recognize the girl and then tell the whole school. That happened. That happened to a very prestigious public school in Orange County, where a girl was doing it, and she was going down there back in the day when there was no OnlyFans. She went down there, was shooting Bang Bros videos, and her friends exposed her. She told a friend, and then they broke up. Their friendship broke up, like all women's friendships do. They're gonna break up. And then guess what? She went and told the whole school. It's like she told the whole school, and it was a controversy, and it was over. And everybody knew. It spread like wildfires, right? The parents knew. The parents were watching the girl's video, and it was over. All right, so that's what normally happens, and the girl gets ostracized. That's more likely to happen than it become a secret. But women will always try to keep it a secret. But nah, it's gonna be hard to keep it a secret because you want people to buy into it.
But when you're broke, they're not gonna want you around. So who gives a fuck about what they think and what they have to say? Also, another thing that you're gonna have to keep in mind, people aren't gonna like you. Guys aren't gonna like you because you won't entertain them for free. Girls aren't going to like you because you don't want to chase broke ass niggas with them anymore. Straight like that. A lot of people are going to look at you sideways. A lot of people are going to talk about you. A lot of people are going to be upset with you. They're going to be jealous of you. It's going to be hard to have friends because bitches are either going to want to be around because, you know, you have money and you look nice and you get invited places and people take care of you when you go places. They're going to see that.
Yeah.
And they're going to want to attach themselves to you. Or
they're gonna want to get into the VIP and the nice brunch place, and they're gonna want to go get in the section, and they want to go on the trip, and they're gonna want to do it to go to the backstage at the concert. But then when it comes down to knowing you and helping you out and not exposing you, they're not gonna do that. So the woman's gonna be alone, and there's a revolving door of these women, a revolving door. So there's a new group of women every year, every week, every month, what I used to call it. There's always going to be a new orientation every week. All right, so women will come and go. They'll get in, they'll dip. This is the problem with the whole thing, because a lot of women dip their toe in it. If not for a day, a week, they're curious. They'll do it for a couple of weeks, a couple months, a couple years, and they'll dip, right? They'll dip out of it. But the damage is done. That's your future wife. And then guess what? Another girls are going to have a bind. So there's a new orientation of people coming in and out every week. Some women stay. All right, some women go. Now, if you want to find this out, there's a movie on Netflix that shows this. It's called Hot Girls Want It. And they show this cycle. They'll just bring in new girls. They just boom, boom, boom. And girls are just leaving. As some girls are coming in, some girls are leaving. So it's saturated for the most part, for sure. But so many girls dip their toe in it and they try it. No, okay, that wasn't for me. But when they joined it, they was like, I'm going to be the next Jenna Jameson. Right, I'm gonna be a millionaire, and they get to do 2 scenes or 6 scenes, and they get their throat violated, and then they get out. They go back home to their boyfriend. And yes, a lot of these girls have boyfriends. All these girls have boyfriends. Almost all of these girls have a boyfriend or wish to have a boyfriend. It's a real crazy cycle. All right. Anyway,
you know, it could be the opposite. Bitches will get jealous because of all the things that I just mentioned before. So you can kind of cancel having friends or making friends. Like, this really isn't the game for people who are desperate for friends, because you're not going to find any. And also, if you do think you have a lot of friends, be prepared for a lot of them to turn on you. Be prepared for them to talk shit about you, to talk about your lifestyle, to sneak diss you. It just comes with the territory. Seriously, like, some bitches want to get ran through for free. They want to chase niggas. They want to chase relationship. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? Different strokes for different folks. But people who don't understand your lifestyle, they're going to talk shit about it. And you just have to be prepared for it. Be prepared to fall out with friends. Be prepared to fall out with family, all that. Also, it is not fast money all the time. depending on whether you use a website, whether you freestyle at a bar, whether you walk a blade, it's not going to be fast money all the fucking time. Sometimes them plays are going to come in mad slow. Sometimes people are going to try to get you to do things for a lower price than what you go for, and you're going to have to learn how to say no. It's a lot that comes with it. It's not just fast money all day, every day. You're going to have to learn how to market yourself. You're going to have to learn how to talk to different tiers of clients. You're going to have to learn how to utilize your social media platform.
And that's where women fall out, because they think it's going to be easy, and Johns and tricks are easy. Like the guy said, it's a saturated marketplace. Johns are not easy. There's a lot of women that a guy can have. So one day he's all on you, and the next week you're replaced. I mean, you're out, and you banked on this guy. You was like, that's one of my regulars, and then he gone. Right? There's a new girl in town, and he no longer answering your calls. So you better bank some of that money. But a lot of girls don't. They end up broke, punani's thinking at the end of the week. You know what I mean?
You get it through your thick skull that I'm broke.
And then the other thing she's talking about in relationship to marketing themselves, people think they're gonna go on OnlyFans and put a couple pictures up and be done. Nope. Dude, you got to be doing OnlyFans 24/7. All right, unless you hire a marketing company or some a digital pimp. All right, and they're gonna take 50-60% of your money. If you go to Andrew Tate, he gonna take all the money. All right. And he gonna take 70-80% of it and say you got 50%. So you guys gotta watch out. You gotta be on it. All right, you gotta be on that shit. But it's a hard life. It's a hard life. A lot of young girls are choosing, guys. Your future wife, she's done this. Your future wife is, I'm gonna tell you right now, the likelihood of your future wife doing this is high in today's world. So I know people like, oh man, she a skeezer. Trust me, there's a lot of women dipping their toe into this, especially black women. All right. Sadly enough, black women, they all kind of do a variety of this. Now, it depends. And they don't have to be single, no daddy issue. It's just economics. Oh, certainly the Latinas. Certainly Latinas. If it ain't a gordita, all right, but Latinas, they out here doing it. They the biggest group out here doing it. All right, they easy to find. All right, they super duper easy to find. All right, Latinas, except like Brownsville, Texas, any area, Corpus Christi, Texas, fucking LA, San Diego. Oh, Linglings. Oh, Linglings out here doing it big. Linglings out here doing it. Linglings are out here, dude. You'd be surprised how many Linglings out here doing this. All right, Linglings, and they don't even look like Lingling look like she could do math problems, and she out here. So it's wild. White women are doing it, but they do it a different way. But white women out here doing it too. All right, so the likelihood of your future wife dipping her toe into this is high. Dude, I met a Lingling. I was floored at her story. I was like, what? I was like, bitch, you could have done math class. And Lingling was out here, young one too, state to state, going around. I was like, have you had a pimp? She was like, yeah. I was like, oh my Lord. Young girl, 22. And she looked like a regular. I was like, shit, it's cold world out here. Oh, and when you talk about amateur prawn and Prawn Hub and OnlyFans, it's shit and rub and tug and plus, bruh, it's tough out here. I know, but I'm on the dark side, so I look out for things. But a lot of times, if you're not on the dark side, you won't see it. For instance, when you go to Las Vegas and you see all these fine ass women in Las Vegas and you come back, man, Vegas got some fine women. I'm looking at your ass like you crazy. I was in the casino. I was walking by the slot machine. There was a bunch of fine women standing there. One winked at me and waved at me. I was like, nigga, that was a prostitute. Like, I was like, dude, those are working girls. They're just sitting there chilling, waving at you as you walk by. Oh man, I was gonna run game. I was like, bruh, them girls working, man. Leave them fucking girls alone, man. And they don't be looking like pros. They don't be out there with the big eyelashes. It'd be a regular girl, just out there chilling. People like, she looked like a nice girl. Just chilling, sitting at the bar, having a drink. She might have some high heels on or something. Oh, they choosing signals, man. Those are choosing signals. I'm like, man, them girls working, man. Get that girl her money. All right, but they be on back page now too. But I know women that do that. I know women that do the casino game. And they just pick up tricks. And a lot of dudes, they know the game. Right? They know the game. They know where to pick up a girl. All right. It's an evil world out here, bro. All right. Anyway, but dudes are clueless out here for real. That's what my point is. You've seen it. You just didn't recognize it. You've seen it. You just didn't recognize it. You thought it was a regular girl. I was like, you was. Oh, I saw all these fine girls in Vegas. Okay, yeah. What do you think they were doing there? They book rides. They book flights at hotels to come out here all weekend for you ninjas to come up to them, unsuspecting that you talking to a working girl. Let's continue. There we go, right here.
Platforms to generate revenue in your industry. And unfortunately, you can't be worried about what people say about your posts and, oh, well, you always posting provocative and this bitch wouldn't post her link and blah, blah, blah. Talk is cheap.
Yeah.
Talk is fucking cheap. And you're not. Remember that when people get to talking. Also, if you don't have one, get a fucking, please, because people are going to try you. You're going to be bringing in large amounts of money. Guys are going to see, girls are going to see, like, even if you're not flaunting your money and you try to keep shit under wraps, you're going to look like you're making more money. So people are automatically going to know something's different, something's changed. You know what I mean? And people are jealous. It's no limit to how far they will take their jealousy. Make sure you get one of these so you don't have to have they call themselves managers, but really it's a PIMP.
Yeah, PIMP. Guys, what is the largest escort site in the world? All right, because people talking about these sites and this. I'm going to just put y'all up on game. You guys are clueless. You guys need to go over to my local stream that I do on Sundays. I give y'all it. But what is the largest escort site? There you go. It's not Backpage. It's Instagram. That's the largest one. Okay, Instagram. They selling punani all up and down there, all the way around. All right. It used to be a dating site, but that's for losers. All right. It's Instagram. All right. IG. That's where the most punani get sold all over the world. All right. So anyway. So you could go somewhere else. It's harder. It's harder because you got to jump in the DMs with an offer. Right. All right. You got to jump in the DMs with an offer. But the biggest punani getting sold on IG. All right, let's continue.
Make sure you get one of these so you don't have to have one of those, because they're gonna be trying to provide you with protection and opportunities and all this other shit. No, you can do this yourself. Get you one of these. Make sure that you stay in at least 3-star hotels. Like, we don't want to do anything less than 3 stars. Really 4 stars, but 4 or 5 stars is what you want to try to keep it at. But if you're going to be in a hotel, make sure it's at least 3 stars. You know what I'm saying? Be safe. Do not give your information out to people like friends or whoever, because like I said, ain't no friends in this game. Just be safe. Also, if you are looking for love, like if you're looking for a relationship, boyfriend, husband, whatever,
listen,
this is not the game for you. This is not something that you need to be doing. Because one thing that I do see a lot is girls coming into this thinking that they're going to be able to find a guy that's going to come along like on some Prince Charming shit and take them out of it.
Yep.
And that's a great way to embarrass yourself. Like, if you're going to be in this, it needs to be for money only. You don't need to be looking for friends. You don't need to be looking for a boyfriend. You need to be looking for money and opportunities to do business. Like, whether that be business in a game or business that you are doing, like other things. Like, for instance, I'm a DJ. I throw events.
Look.
So therefore, I'm gonna be utilizing the game to network.
So watch this. This is where it gets messed up for a lot of guys. Is that you think a woman doing this has to be attractive? She doesn't. All right. They just want the punani between her legs. She doesn't have to be attractive, especially guys that are on the cheap. All right. All right, so a lot of guys are like, who buying from her? All they need is something between they don't need to be attractive or hot. Now, some guys are like, I want attractive women, right? And you pay a premium for that. You pay a premium. Then you want to walk her around town and parade her around and arm candy. You pay a premium for that. Then you want one that's top notch. You pay a premium for that. But a woman does not have to be attractive. She just have to have a punani between her legs. That's it. That's it.
I looked at it as I have an ATM between my legs,
Now,
and I'm just using
watch
it.
this.
All I got to do is put my card in, and that's it, and put the PIN number, and boom, money just comes right.
All right, hey, kill all the noise about the where you're finding stuff, please. This is still a chat that is monitored. Okay, so stop advertising for that shit in the chat. All right, just chill out. Now watch this. A lot of girls do other things. That's what trips guys up. So not only are they, you guys think these women just walk in a blade and spending 24/7 trying to find Johns and tricks. They don't. They don't. Sometimes they're boyfriend and girlfriend. Sometimes they work at the Jiffy Lube. Sometimes they're real estate agents. And on the weekend, they fly out to Vegas from LA, from Phoenix. Sometimes they are students. Sometimes they claim to be students. Sometimes they're trafficked. Sometimes they're a DJ and they do sell some on the side. They sell a bit. Sometimes they're a nail tech. They do nails and then they also do this on the side. Okay. So you see what I'm saying? Like a lot of guys don't really know. I'm putting y'all up on big time game, but y'all need to join locals. There's spectrum. And so this woman's acknowledging, I throw events, I throw parties, I'm a DJ. And also, so when y'all meeting girls again, y'all think she's just a regular girl. Well, nah, she would be on the blade with clear heels on. No, they don't. Sometimes they're lawyers. No, they don't. Yep, they're a single mom and they just be out here. They find a couple of guys. They got a couple of guys. They turn, dude. And so I'm trying to get you to recognize. You're like, nah, coach, I would know. You don't know. Trust me. And today it's even harder because women mix in. Women mix in. Like they all wearing the same kind of shit. So you almost got to assume they all doing it or they're not doing it. All right. So that's where it is. So you think you're just going to find out and you would know. It's hard to tell. Trust me. Yeah. Flight attendants. Sometimes they're flight attendants. Sometimes they got a regular job and their job is boring. And this is how they're excited. This is what brings the excitement. And they might do it 2 days a week. Who knows? Yep. So she's putting y'all up. Congratulations to this woman. She's really knowledgeable. You can tell she knows what she's talking about. Yep, I know a hairstylist girl. She was doing it too. All right, so you can't really tell today.
And recruit people to come to my events type shit. So you want to always be looking for opportunity. You want to always
female rapper. Right, female rapper.
Be looking for money.
Traveling.
Well,
nurses.
not looking for money. You attract
traveling nurses. Facts.
Don't chase it, but that's what you need to be thinking about. And at the forefront of your mind, like I said, you need to be thinking about your end goal and what you're doing all this for. And last but not least, I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, how can you say that in the industry that you're in? How can you suggest that somebody do that? But no, bitch, you need to pray. You need to, I don't care what religion you are in. I don't care who you pray to. You need to pray. And you need to do something that's going to keep you in tune spiritually, because it's draining. It's a draining industry to be in. It's a fast-paced industry. These people don't give a fuck about you. And it's a draining industry to be in if you're not careful. So you want to make sure that you are doing something healthy to boost your mood and to keep you in good spirits while you're doing this work. Because at the end of the day, it's exactly what it sounds like. You're seeing guys in and out. It's draining. You need to be doing something that's going to keep you in tune spiritually, keep you in good spirits, and keep your intuition sharp, because that's something that you're going to have to use a lot in this game too. You don't,
man, dude. I mean, a lot of you guys, I'm telling you, man, you need to join my locals. I knew a woman came right from church and was like, hey, let's hang out right from church. So there's no, you guys need to stop boxing in. Bottles. I knew a guy, he told me he went to a nightclub and a girl, they was making eyes at each other. And then at the end of the night, she was like, yeah, that'll be $500 if you want to continue. I'm like, that, bruh, they right there in the nightclub and they measuring you up. They may not charge Tyrone or Chad, but they like, hey, you want something? We can do this. And they come whisper in your ear. That'll be $500. And she was just out there having drinks. Okay. So it's not what you guys think. And I want men to be recognizing the signs of what it is, because that's how I know y'all wet behind the ears. I know you're naive by what you're saying. You don't know nothing. All right, you don't know nothing about what's going on out here. It's a cold world. And that's how they make the regular girls. It's the regular girls. They're the ones that are prolific at it. It's the guys that'll doing the whole you know, she got eyelashes and she got this and tattoos. All right, keep thinking that. Keep thinking that. All right, keep thinking that. It's the pretty woman syndrome.
Don't want to see every client. All money ain't good money. Every client is not a good client. And you need to know when to draw that line and when it's time to stop working. Keep yourself up. Learn how to do your hair. Learn how to do your makeup. Learn how to do your lashes. Learn how to do your nails. Because if you don't, you're going to blow a bag. The bag that you're fucking making, you're going to blow it on services. So it's best to learn how to do that stuff yourself. That way, even if you get a last minute high dollar booking, you can go ahead and get yourself right. Even if it ain't like all the way professional, you can at least be right enough to do your booking. You don't want to have to pay somebody every time you need to go work. You don't want to have to pay somebody every time you get a booking just so that you can look up to par. So you want to make sure that you know how to do these things yourself. Save your money that you're working for. These are just like the first couple things that came to my mind. Please don't let this social media shit get y'all like fucked up in real life, because this shit is not for everybody. And I'm really upset that they're making it so that it appears like it could be for everybody, because it's really not. If you're a lover girl, sit your ass in the house and find you a nigga. Yeah. But if this is something you really want to do, be safe. I'm probably gonna make a part 2 with more tips, but yeah, bro, be safe, make your money and have fun. Keep that goal in the forefront of your mind though, and get in the game and get out. Period.
Shout out to her, man. She was chopping it up with you guys, as they say in the lingo right here. But look, just so you guys see this real quick, and this is what you guys don't know. A lot of women are watching these videos. I don't know. I can't tell you who. I don't know. But if you look on TikTok, just Google it. 304 Life. 30.3 million posts. 304 Life, 304 Explained, 304 Lifestyle Explained. Day in the life of a 304. What is a 304? 304 Life vlog. Let me click on this shit. 304 Life. Right, look. And look, these videos got mad views. Mad views. 248,000, 103,000, 354,000, 303K, 117K, 1 million, 626K, 191. You know, it says patiently waiting for tricks at the bar in Vegas. 190. Look, patient.
304 TikTok has been.
Let me see. There you go. Patiently waiting for tricks at the bar in Vegas. Remember, I just told you that. I'm like, bro, they be at the bar. Oh, I saw these. Look at man. Look, and who's watching these? It ain't ninjas.
304 TikTok has been brought to my attention, and I went down a whole fucking rabbit hole.
Yep, people are shocked, dude. I'm telling you, I'll be shocking y'all, and I'll do this for shock value for sure. I'm shocking y'all. I want y'all to wake up. This is a whole big rabbit hole, and I know it, bruh. The dark side, Liddy. Packing my bags. Here we go. We got 304.
Let's pack my bag to go to my 304 booking today.
Look at that. There's a pasty pale skin. Dude, this life don't discriminate, man. It ain't what it used to be, guys. I'm telling you. Y'all think it was just some old secret shit now? And nah, man, they wide open with it. Right there. 2.9 million. 2.9 million. All right, where we at? Do women need to do this? Do women need this before settling down? Sugaring versus 304.
Let's talk about the differences between being an escort and being a sugar baby. My source is I do both. So,
man, hey, good luck out there. But look, y'all better join me on my locals, man. I'm telling you, I'll be out here just lacing y'all with it. It's out there. It's wild. Remember, I called it the dark side. We on the light side now. We on the light side. Let me get to these super chats here. Let me get to these super chats. It ain't what it used to be, guys. It used to be on back page. Now it's on front page. And I'm not saying this to, advertise or do it. I'm just telling you, man, it's the monetized dating marketplace. There used to be shame associated with this to an extent. Not no more. They advertise. They're like, look, It is what it is. Hey, man, y'all better adjust, adapt, meaning adapt your mindset. I'm not saying adapt to it and do it. I'm saying adapt your mindset related to this topic because it's a whole world out here. It's a whole world. It's a great world, too. It's a great world. And yeah, I don't know, man. I pray for you men. Shout out to Mr. Inquisitive says, CGA, hear me out. The beginning of the big shift with women adapting to 304 culture started with Craigslist. He says this was when average women and went outside of the game started to try this. I saw it, CGA. Yep, I remember that. Doing massages, right? Oh, I'm just doing massages. And they're like, she turning tricks. No, she's doing massages. Okay, yeah, okay. Yep, I remember that. Craigslist, right? Where it just went crazy. Remember the Craigslist killer was waiting for massage girls to come through. Oh, she just does. Remember they did a documentary on it and it was like, she just does massages. Yeah, right. Okay. Y'all believe that, huh? Shout out to the government name BH with the sponsorship. Let's get to the sponsorship. He says, this is not a gotcha question. A lot of folks are upset at child support, but never offer alternatives. Since kid costs money and parents often don't live together, what is the better alternative to child support to ensure that the custodial parent gets kids and gets money for the kids? Yeah, so yeah, you heard me say F child support. But in that situation here, number one, I think the incentive, we need to remove the incentive first. And I think that's the alternative. Right? Remove the incentive by doing one or two things. Automatic 50-50 custody. Forget these people trying to file accusation about abuse. If a parent files an accusation about abuse and it's false, she loses custody. So we need to de-incentivize the child support game because it's used as a fear tactic. So that's the alternative. All right. And then get 50-50 custody right off the back. That would alleviate the child support. You pay when you have the kids. You pay when you have the kids. Plain and simple. All right. None of this, you make extra money, so that extra money should be equalized in child support. Nah, fuck that. Hey, man, men and women are equal. Everybody go get a job. So the week you don't have the kids, take your ass to work. All right. That's the way we do it. That's the way Sweden does it. Pretty simple. But we need to get rid of the incentive to go directly to child support. That's the one. And 50-50 custody right off the rip. And then you pay for the kids when you have them. And then you don't have the kids, you go make some damn money. I mean, that's the only thing I got. We equal now. So this whole thing about, you need to pay me to babysit my own kids when I got to fight for them for custody, I don't think so. H Everyday says, just saw this t-shirt saying men should be glad women want equality and not revenge. Ninja, I'm laughing. Either way, it's hilarious. Free agent lifestyle. Man, he says free agent lifestyle for life is a gang I rep. What are they going to do? They're not going to do nothing. All talk. A Moneybag says that chocolated 304 works in my city, Virginia, Hampton. He says, can't speak on if I had her. Wait a minute. Can't speak on if I had her or not, but that booty sure was round, nice, and firm. She looks way better from the neck down. Shout out to you right there. In admission. Please don't say her name. We're not going to advertise for her, but my brother has tested out the samples. All right. He has tested out he's examined the effects. I call it examining the effects.
Oh, the humanity.
Hey, he was like, let me sample. How much this sample costs? All right, shout out to you, man. Did you have big head hunted?
I got money.
Hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. H Everyday Damn Coach was a DeLorean, a crazy looking doctor outside tying a rope to a clock at the courthouse. He says, was Biff there? All right, shout out to you. And he says, yes, that's how I won my case at child support. He got back. Yeah, that was the brother. That's how I won my case for child support. He got back paid. You ain't know. He says, it ain't coming yet. Oh, that was already talked about that one there. He says, men don't say nothing. Nah, that guy wasn't there, but yeah. Oh, man. Anyway, what a great show. Do your own due diligence. Join me on my locals and Patreon. We talk about these things more in depth and we show you. I mean, we show you what it is. And it is what it is. All right. But by the way, there's no stopping it now. Just so you guys know, there's no stopping it. No, we can't put the cat back in the bag. It is what it is. All right. So people are like, what are we going to do? You can't do shit. All right. I'm going to tell you what you can do real quick, because I do have to get up out of here. You want me to tell you what you can do? You want a solution from CGA? You want a solution from CGA? I'm going to give you a solution, because this is where, right here, this is where the solution can be had. If you don't want and this is barely a solution. If you don't want girls doing this, you better support them. Support them, meaning fathers. Support your daughters, unfortunately, until they're 32 years old, 35, whatever the fuck it is. And even then, she gonna still be out here doing it. Because I know girls still out here doing it, and the daddy pays for everything. Right? Daddy pays for everything. They still live at the parents' house. I know girls that are seniors live at a sorority house. Daddy paid for the whole fucking school, and it's still going on. So, I mean, I'm telling you, I mean, I don't see, right? Like, I don't see it. I don't see it. We putting this back in the bag. And for women, they're like, not me. I ain't never done it. It don't matter. You know why? Because these are your competition out here. These are the women out here that are undercutting you or outselling you. And so when you wonder where all the men are, we at the JUCO. When you wonder why a 42-year-old man don't want to be with a 47-year-old woman, and he getting this meat fixed by a 22-year-old ling, and he don't tell you, he ain't gonna tell you neither. All right. But it ain't gonna stop. It ain't stopping. Just so you guys know. I mean, I only keep gonna get worse from here on out. So it's gonna become more and more apparent of what's happening. By the way, I don't even know how you cannot see it at this point. And ninjas that want ninjas to run game out here, you guys are pathetic. All right, that shit is dead and dead as a doorknob. Yep, Thailand, right? That shit is dead as a doorknob. That is for like young men, 16 to 22, 16 to 24. All right, meaning you're going out cold approaching, bitch. Man, please. That shit is dead. Now, you might be able to do it, and you might get you a number, but trust me, that ain't gonna stop that woman to be on Instagram and Snapchat and OnlyFans and Craigslist back and seeking. Does that stop her from doing it? No. You are approaching a woman that's got one of these. You liable to approach out of your 100. You liable to approach 20 that got it, especially if you in Miami or LA or New York or DC or all right. You likely to be approaching a woman like, so you up Shit's Creek getting that phone number, sir. Because you think that these women don't operate in the spectrum. They're in your life. They're walking outside. They work at the fucking department store, right? And then they be with daddy. All right, real quick. Hey, shout out.
Get 'em, daddy.
And by the way, a lot of guys. There's some girls out here. There's some JUCOs that watch me. Some of my JUCOs watch me, and I bet you they be like, "This ninja, you bet not say my name." All right. Shout out to the coach gang. I won't say your names. All right.
Okay, daddy.
All right, I got you.
Get him, daddy.
They watching me like, ninja, shut the fuck up. You better not slip and talk about me, ninja. All right, anyway, shout out to the coach gang, man. We out of here. Peace.